Digital sustainability. The development of new technology and the growth of the digital sector has the potential to reduce emissions and optimise energy use across a range of areas. These technologies can also be applied directly in the climate and environment space to monitor ecosystems and improve climate modelling. Artificial intelligence, AI in particular, is increasingly dominating conversations about the future of our society, with some predicting wide-ranging impacts on the jobs market and potentially huge productivity boosts. However, these technologies also come at a cost to the climate, with significant energy demands and raw material use. These must be balanced against their benefits to ensure sustainable use in future. The digital sectors emit almost double the CO2 of aviation, and yet we don't talk about it in the same terms. It's one of very few sectors where emissions are growing and growing rapidly. Networks and data centres are responsible for the biggest share of emissions, and these are growing as they support the storage and use of the big data sets needed by AI tools. Websites, mobile apps, social media platforms, and streaming services are also major sources of emissions, as is the production and use of devices such as laptops and mobile phones. The UK government is committed to reaching net zero by 2050, which means this sector will need to decarbonise alongside many others. The growth of AI in particular is a huge concern. Even low use of it can have very serious environmental impacts. The development and use of new data centres to support AI is beginning to account for a significant share of total grid and water use in the local areas supporting them. A report by American technological research firm Gartner predicts AI will consume more energy than the human workforce by 2025. In terms of tackling climate change, the digital sector can be part of the problem or part of the solution, and there are several important factors which impact how green digital services actually are. One of these is the carbon intensity of electricity used. This is the measure of the CO2 emissions produced per kilowatt hour of electricity consumed. Carbon intensity can vary by hour, day, and season due to changes in electricity demand and the balance between low carbon generation and conventional generation. Powering digital services with low carbon intensity electricity can have a huge impact on their total emissions. Another consideration is embodied carbon, which refers to the emissions from manufacturing. For devices such as laptops, the biggest impact is in the manufacturing stage as opposed to the use phase. If you are living in a country with a low carbon electricity grid, then the use phase has minimal impact. This emphasises the importance of maximising the lifetime of IT equipment as well as reusing raw materials. Ultimately, the sustainable development of this sector relies on efficient and intelligent use of energy and physical resources to maximise benefits and limit negative impacts.
For more insights into some of the biggest issues in environmental policy, check out our Environment 101 playlist on YouTube.